Since its inception, the University of Johannesburg Confucius Institute's mandate has been to unite the University of Johannesburg, Nanjing Tech University, as well as Hanban. The institute aims to act as a bridge between the civilizations and the peoples of Africa and China.
For Africa in particular, this relationship is crucial because we believe this partnership is going to be a catalyst for trade and investment between the two continents, the two countries, South Africa and China, but also between the continent of Africa and China.
In this area, and since the beginning, we have registered significant achievements. 2018 is an example of yet another spectacularly successful year. One of the achievements was our very first Africa-China Book Fair, which resulted in the donation of thousands of books to the University of Johannesburg Library by the China National Publications Import and Export Corporation. We enjoyed the participation of Vice-Chancellor and Principal, Professor Marwala, and other dignitaries, and gained coverage on international television, including China. One of our greatest honors was to host Professor Zhu Nanping, Vice Minister of Science and Technology for the People's Republic of China. The Vice Minister enjoyed a tour of the university, where he visited the UJCI and met Wushu and Mandarin students. Vice Minister Zhu Nanping echoed the sentiments of goodwill and further collaboration between the University of Johannesburg and Nanjing Tech University. The actions of the UJCI demonstrate how we are taking heed of the mandate derived from the vision of integrating the University of Johannesburg and the country into the fourth industrial revolution.
So why would you want to study in America or England? The world has changed. Go and study in China. And then obviously we introduced him to the Confucius Institute. He is now studying at Beijing University of Aeronautics and Astronautics for his PhD, Beihang. And this is really what this is all about. Capacitating our human resources so that they can be critical to the development of the African continent, so that the African continent cannot lag behind as it lagged behind in the past.
Country-to-country relations is of the utmost importance to the UJCI. This is highlighted by the participation in the diplomatic relationship between South Africa and China. The UJCI staff and students embraced President Xi Jinping during his state visit to South Africa for the BRICS Summit. A public dialogue with the participation of Ambassador Lin Songtian was arranged to commemorate the 20th anniversary of formal diplomatic relations between South Africa and China. In addition to this, the UJCI was chosen by the Deputy Mayor of Nanjing City, Mr. Yang Zubeng, as one of his important engagements during his visit to South Africa. Discussions here centered around opportunities for excellent UJCI students to go and study in China. The relationship between South Africa and China is solidified by the interpersonal relationships between the two nations. UJCI has found its role here too by sending 29 students to China as part of our summer campaign program. The students enjoyed their time and learnt about Chinese history, society, and the Chinese people. The attending students immortalized this life-changing trip by writing about their experience, which we proudly published. Not only have we taken our students to China, but the UJCI has also brought China to South Africa. With celebrations marking key milestones on the Chinese calendar, we have hosted the Lantern Festival, the Spring Festival, the Mid-Autumn Festival, and the 69th National Day of the People's Republic of China.
it was unique. It was a new experience compared to the South African cultural atmosphere. It was a different atmosphere, and I learned a lot about the Chinese culture.
For me, I'm far away from home. I felt that I also felt at home.
We also celebrated China on UJ's International Day. On these special occasions, we have greatly appreciated the support and attendance by our university leadership and strategic partners from both within and outside of the university. For that, we thank you. The UJCI has a successful Wushu club that dominated in this year's National Wushu Tournament hosted in South Africa. Not only did we win half the medals in the national and provincial tournaments, but our students also won first and second place in the national bridge competition. We are proud of our students. Our staff follow the ethos that the mandate of the UJCI extends beyond teaching and cultural activities. It is the academic research publication on Africa-China matters which forms another important objective of the UJCI. We go beyond teaching Mandarin. We wish for the UJCI to work closely with its counterparts in China, especially in areas of artificial intelligence, development, culture, Ubuntu, philosophy, and Confucianism. We wish to coordinate and ensure that the UJCI occasional papers and policy briefs move forward, and for the UJCI to establish the Africa-China Center for Research, which will further elevate its research work. The UJCI has participated in and led the charge in getting media involvement, as well as producing analysis of the political and economic dimensions of the relationship with national and international media. We have convened seminars on some of the pressing issues of the day, allowing participants to find answers and to learn more from our knowledgeable speakers. We have sought to lead the way in understanding and creating the future. A new center has been created to encourage the international network of researchers and allow for the highest capacity of knowledge creation.
Based on our successes in 2018, the UJCI will seek to build on these solid foundations, built and consolidate over the past 3 years to move forward. The primary goal will be to ensure that publication in accredited journals, presses, and conferences. We are also going to work closely with visiting research fellows and postdoctoral research fellows within our Center for Africa-China Studies. This will increase our units and set up the UJCI as the prime hub and go-to center on all questions to do with the economic and political relationship between Africa and China. Already, some hard work is going on in this, and we are anticipating many units in journals and books, and we also have 6 exciting expert-driven seminars on the pipeline. These and many other measures will be vigorously pursued as we heighten our university's global excellence and stature and position ourselves as the 4th Industrial Revolution Model Confucius Institute.
As our 4th anniversary approaches, we'll try our best to be a bridge to push more communication of the two countries and seek more resources for our staffs and students. Additionally, we wish to do more collaboration in the field of science and technology, make full use of the two universities' advantage. Additionally, we'll try our best to build a qualified model CI, and we will realize what our President Xi Jinping said, to realize the win-win, to help creating a new era of the friendship of two countries.
In conclusion, the UJCI has thrived in 2018 and will continue to do so in the coming years. With the extensively rich mandates driving its progress and with the continued support of the Vice Chancellor of the University of Johannesburg, the President of Nanjing Tech University, Han Ban, and their respective teams will continue to advance understanding of the relationship between China and South Africa and the broader continent, as well as the interest of students to learn about the Chinese culture and to learn the language, and will grow from strength to strength in producing world-class research. We look forward to the continued journey.